Welcome to Create Your Own Online TV Show Part 13. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about the difference between auto switching and pinning. Now, you might have watched Google Hangouts and you see the presenters change quickly from one speaker to another. This is usually called auto switching. Nobody's been pinned to the screen. It literally depends on where the sound comes from. The camera switches over to that person and they're actually streamed live to YouTube. So that's called auto switching. And sometimes that's quite useful. It's much more dynamic. But on the downside of that is that if somebody coughs or sneezes, then their face will appear on the main screen. So there are times when you want to control who appears in the broadcast. And if you look at the second picture here, you can see that this is an example of using selective pinning. The white box is pinned around Daniel's face, and so his camera is streamed and broadcast live to YouTube. If I was to change to somebody else, pin back to myself, for example, coming on to the next picture, then I would be on the screen and it wouldn't matter if anyone made any sound. It would just literally be me that was pinned. So when I run my own shows, I tend to do a mixture of two things. Sometimes I'll do selective pinning, particularly if I want to show something on one of my screens and I don't want it to be interrupted. I'll use selective pinning. And other times I'll take the pin off by just selecting it or just clicking in the box with the white frame around it, and that's unselected, and then it will just switch back and forth. Whenever anyone's speaking, they will appear on the screen. But just one word to mention to you. The actual person who starts the show, the producer, is the one who's in control of pinning and auto switching. The members in the Hangout can do exactly the same at their end. They can pin people to the screen and unpin people and have auto switching, but that's not what's broadcast live. It's only the producer who's in charge of what gets streamed to YouTube. Hope that's clear.